Welcome to Mind Blind, where we uncover the unseen forces shaping our lives. I'm Cindy Tevens, and today we're not here to fix anything, not here to coach you, not here to tell you how to change your life. Instead, we're going to pull back the curtain on what's really going on inside your mind, and more importantly, why you don't see what's going on. Because here's the thing. You're living a mind you feel, but you don't see or understand. And if you don't understand it, you can't question it. And if you can't question it, you can't stop it. And if you can't stop it, you'll continue to blindly follow it, repeating the same patterns, the same emotions, the same problems, and the same struggles without ever knowing why. This is the human condition. So today I'm going to show you how your mind actually works, why it keeps giving you the same problems, why it reacts the way it does, why it doesn't sit still, and why you mistake it for yourself. This is the part nobody talks about, because if you saw it clearly, the entire illusion would shatter. Let's begin. Let me take you back to a time when I learned something about the mind the hard way. It was after a painful breakup, one of those that seem to invade every moment of your day, even when you don't want it to. I was sitting at a red light, minding my own business, when I looked up and saw it. A license plate with their name on it. It hit me like a punch in the gut. Memories flooded, thoughts raged, feelings overwhelmed, and anxiety shot through the roof, and my heart raced. I couldn't breathe, and I was hyperventilating. And from that moment on, I started seeing that name on plates everywhere. I couldn't go anywhere without running into it. And every time, anxiety shot up. I even started seeing it on signs, on billboards, on people's name tags. It was like the universe was mocking me. But the truth is, it wasn't the universe. It was my mind. I had unintentionally conditioned my mind to look for it. And so it did. Your mind doesn't show you what's real. It shows you what it has been conditioned to see. And that's a problem. Because if your mind has been unconsciously conditioned after years of pain, fear, rejection, or self-doubt, guess what? You will find pain, fear, rejection, and self-doubt everywhere, even when it's not there. And you won't even know you're doing it. Here's how the mind creates your illusory reality. The mind doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. So why does this happen? Because all your mind does is match everything, including itself. Let's do something right now so you can experience this. Think of a rose, just one rose. Hold that image in your mind. Now notice, what did your mind do next? It didn't just sit there with one rose, did it? It adds more. Maybe a bouquet. Maybe a garden. Maybe a field. Maybe, if it was a red rose, your mind jumped to apples. If it was a white rose, maybe your mind jumped to doves. Roses, bouquets, apples, doves. The mind doesn't stay still. Like a game of dominoes, it connects, it matches, it links. It can't stay still. That's not its nature. It has no existence, no static reality. It's either running or not. Exactly like a movie. And that's all the movie in the mind does, run like a movie reel. This is why a single negative thought never stays a single negative thought. One bad memory, suddenly your mind pulls up every related bad memory. One slight embarrassment, suddenly you remember every humiliating thing you've ever done. It's not because reality is bad. It's because your mind is conditioned to imaginarily match everything and itself and show that to you. And you believe what it shows to you. And as I said, here's the kicker. The mind doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. Well, the mind doesn't know, period. It's a known, not a knower. Your mind is like a movie projector, and you're hypnotized by the images on the screen. Think about it. A movie doesn't actually change your reality, but it feels like it does. Your body reacts, your heartbeat changes, your emotions react. If it's a horror movie, you feel fear. If it's a love story, you feel love or longing. Even though nothing is actually happening to you, your mind does the same thing. A thought pops up. They don't like me. Your emotions react as if it's true. Your body tenses. Your blood pressure rises. All that's happening, though, is that you're feeling that thought, not the reality that the story says exists. All of this happens, and before you even question it, it's as if you're trapped inside a movie. But what if that thought wasn't true? What if it was just a conditioned pattern, a story the mind matched from your real or imaginary past and projected onto the present? What if you're living inside a dream of your own mind without knowing it? You see, when you're unconscious, the conditioned mind runs your life. Let's take this deeper. Imagine a child who grows up hearing or imagining hearing that they're not good enough. They don't have to think it consciously. The mind has been conditioned and instantly matches any innocent moment with the movie of rejection, and it plays the movie. Someone doesn't text you back instantly. See, I'm not good enough. Didn't get the job. See, I'm not good enough. Partner looks annoyed. See, I'm not good enough. Not good enough. Not good enough. The mind matched the story. It wasn't questioned or doubted. And so they suffered the story, the movie in the mind. This is what's wrong with humanity's thinking and understanding of the mind. Or should I say, misunderstanding of what the mind is and how it works. We aren't suffering from reality. We're suffering from our own conditioned mind. And this is not just the mentally ill. It's all of society. Everyone is just on different places on the scale of unconscious confusion. This is a trap we've all missed. And now our confusion is baked into our societies and cultures. The trap is composed of false stories in the mind. You are not the problem. Your mind is not the problem. The problem is mistaking the mind for reality. The problem is blindly believing thoughts that arise without discernment. The problem is in not seeing the mind for what it is, just a conditioned mechanism, recording and running old programs, old movies in the mind that you never consciously chose. And until you see it for what it is, you will blindly follow it, living out cycles of pain, fear, self-doubt, and suffering without ever questioning why. Why does this happen? Because the reason why you must suffer, which is not doubted, is given to you by the mind. This is the human condition. If you're tired of being at the mercy of your own mind, I have something for you. It's called Inner Peace Now. And it's not about fixing you, because you're not broken. You don't need fixing. It's about giving you the knowledge that you need to access the peace that is already here right now, no matter what your mind is doing, using the real powers you already possess, which both cause and cure unconscious dreaming of the mind. But here's the catch. It's free only if you listen to it within 3 days. Because if you don't use it, you lose it. It's free because I want you to use it. Because I want you to be free. I want you to live it, to model it, and to ripple it out into the world. For that, you need to learn it. And so that's why you need to earn it by learning it. This isn't shelf help. It's not another download that you can just leave forgotten on the hard drive. Inner peace is to be lived, not hoped or waited for. Get it on demand right now in this short but powerful training that will be sold for $97. But as a listener of this podcast, it's yours for free. Go to claiminnerpeace.com right now and claim your free access. Or text the word CLAIM to 1-313-512-7979. Do it now, because the mind will forget and you'll lose your chance. P.S. Your mind is a movie projector. Don't be hypnotized by the screen. Take conscious control of your powers, your experience, and your life now.